Hi, my name is Miranda, and I'm here today to talk to you about John Frieda's Sheer Blonde line of shampoos and conditioners. I'm going to talk both about Sheer Blonde Go Blonder, which has been pretty controversial here on YouTube, and about the regular Sheer Blonde Highlight Activating Shampoo and Conditioner line. If you're like me and you've come to YouTube to see, will these products work for me, you're going to find that people have either had a great experience with these products or a terrible one with dry hair, allergic reactions, and all kinds of terrible things. So how do you know if you should use this product? What I'm going to do today is explain the science and the ingredients in both the Go Blonder and the regular John Frieda shampoos so that you can make an informed decision about whether or not this might be good for your hair type. So I'll start with Go Blonder. This claims to naturally lighten your hair using a citrus and chamomile formula. Natural does not mean it's automatically safe. I'm going to use a little chemistry here and talk about the pH scale of acids and bases. If you ever did this in high school, you know that the pH scale goes from 0 to 14, with 0 being highly, highly acidic, as in battery acid, the middle, 7, being neutral, as in pure water, and the end, 14, being extremely basic, so that's things like ammonia and bleach. All we need to worry about today is the 0 to 7 scale. Now remember, 0 is extremely acidic, 7 is neutral, so the low numbers are actually going to be more acidic than the higher numbers here. When we look at citrus fruits like lemons and oranges, these have pH levels of 2 for lemon and 3 for orange. Now that's extremely, extremely acidic. Hydrochloric acid, which is capable of burning rust off of steel, is only one step below lemon juice in the pH scale. So although it is a natural product and it's generally safe, if you have dry or damaged hair, this acidic solution is really going to cause some damage. When you see stories of people having their hair fall out, break off, it's because their hair was probably too dry to handle the acidic citrus solution that was present in the shampoo. Now, when you see people who have a great experience with this shampoo or who saw excellent results, they probably had a naturally oilier hair or a stronger hair, a less damaged hair, maybe thicker hair that didn't have a problem with that lemon or orange oil. If your hair is dry, that's what's going to cause the damage. Now, the second ingredient is chamomile. You've probably had this in your tea at some point when you're anxious or have a stomach ache. Chamomile is a natural herbal ingredient that has a lot of healing properties. But the chamomile flower is actually a member of the daisy and ragweed family, which is a really common allergen for people who suffer from seasonal allergies. If you can drink chamomile tea and you think there's no way I'm allergic to this stuff, it may not be so great when you're putting it on your skin. I went online and did some research about using chamomile as a topical ingredient. And when the flower touches your skin, it's a completely different reaction than when you eat it. You're one of those people who, when everything's in bloom, you go outside and your nose is running, your sinuses are crazy, that could be from the same plant family as chamomile. So chamomile could really irritate your scalp, which is probably what you've seen if you've watched the YouTube videos of girls with rashes or head. It's probably an allergic reaction to that chamomile. So if you had your allergy test and you know that this irritates you, just stay away from the product. So now let's talk about results. People have said, yes, it actually works. People have said, no, it doesn't. And pretty much what I've gathered is that these lemon ingredients and these chamomile ingredients, if they don't irritate you, if your hair can handle it, it may help to lighten your artificially lightened hair. So hair that's highlighted, dyed, you've got the ombre thing going on. I have seen great results from people, and my understanding of it is that those acids and those herbs react well with your ingredients and those dyes and stuff. But I have had a close friend who's a natural blonde try the product for me. She tried it for several weeks and just didn't get any results. So although the product claims that Go Blonder can work for natural blondes, it seems that if it doesn't irritate your head and it is fine for you, it's not going to work for the natural blonde. Although that review is largely bad, now I'm going to move on to the science of, again, the regular highlight activating shampoo, which again, this is a completely different product than Go Blonder. And this is a product I've actually been using for months with great success. Now, the difference between the Sheer Blonde Go Blonder and the regular highlight activating shampoo is that this formula is a gentle blend of honey and oatmeal that enhances the hair by removing the darkening and dulling buildup within your hair. So actually what this is a very effective deep cleaning shampoo for, again, people with lighter hair. You get that buildup, you get grease, you get oil, and lighter hair will actually show all of the dark grossness in your hair. So what this does is it actually cleans really deep so that you get just a natural brightening effect from not having all those oils in there. Now let's talk about these particular ingredients. This is honey and oatmeal, and we'll start with the oatmeal first because if you've ever had the chicken pox and taken an oatmeal bath, or you've ever used a great lotion like Aveeno, oatmeal is just plain and simple moisturizing good ingredient for your skin and hair. And unless you have an actual allergy to oats or oatmeal products, you're probably going to be completely fine with the oatmeal. Now, the other part that's really interesting is honey, and I found myself asking, why would you put honey in a shampoo? Well, again, for that deep cleaning formula, it's antibacterial and it's vitamin rich, so it's just a great nourishing product to put in your hair. But on the lightning end, the thing you may need to know is that honey actually contains trace amounts of peroxide. But don't freak out when you hear that, because I did the research, and the amount of peroxide in honey is 1/1000th of 3%. So even if you just cover your hair in honey, it's so negligible that it's not going to do anything, it's not going to damage you. And the other important thing, again, with the chemistry of this, is that honey has a pH level of 4. Now that's, again, much better than the 2 that we see in lemons. pH level of 4 is the same as things like bananas, and actually happens to be the same level that you see as the average pH level of a conditioner. That may be surprising to you that the conditioner you use in your hair every day, whether it's John Frieda or not, has a slightly acidic pH level, but the reasoning for that is the slightly acidic level increases the hydrogen bonds between the keratin molecules, which is what gives the illusion of the shiny, smooth, silky hair is from that reaction with the keratin, which is, again, completely good, healthy, normal. So the honey is not going to do any damage, again, unless you have a honey allergy maybe. So now I'm going to show you the results of me using this highlight enhancing shampoo for the past 2 months. Honestly, my hair has never felt cleaner than when I'm using this shampoo. Um, and I love it because I don't have, if you look at my roots, I just don't have any oil or dirt buildup at all. So I'm going to zoom in close and show you here. You can actually see, if you look at these are stripes of color just naturally brought out by the cleanness and brightness of that shampoo. Again, there's absolutely no hair dye in this at all, and you can just see beautiful natural highlights that are brought out by the product. Like, my color has not changed, but it has become brighter and more noticeable, and people compliment me on it all the time. Now, the only last thing I will leave you with is that although the regular highlight activating shampoo does not have a lot of the damaging ingredients as the Go Blonder, it is not the most nourishing shampoo or conditioner I've ever used. So if you have dry hair that needs to be deep conditioned regularly, or you have color damage, anything like that, it may be safer to just use a nourishing shampoo and prioritize your hair's health before the color. Because I hope this helped you, and good luck.